this baby could give any car on the road a run for its money.
And yet it can't get us to the amusement pier before I'm bored to tears.
This is Ben 10 Alien Force. It's a cartoon show. I don't watch it, but I was given the opportunity to play the game based on the cartoon. And it's not bad for a game based on a television show. It's basically a side-scrolling beat-em-up, except updated with some modern 3D style. This plays on the Wii. It's also available for the Nintendo DS, and this has a rating of E for everyone, except parents be warned, it does have cartoon violence. Although no graphic violence. It's not like Akira, for instance.
Time for a cool...
You know, I have an Akira poster 6 feet away from me right now. For parents, this is a game that's totally safe for your kids to play. It is playable. It actually has good gameplay. Not great gameplay, but it's good. It plays a lot like Streets of Rage. And it has a 2-player co-op mode, so you can play with your friends or your kids if you want, or your dog. Now, it doesn't have the violence or style of Streets of Rage, and it certainly doesn't have Blaze in the hot red vinyl miniskirt, or Axel. Love their names in that game. But it has a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up feel. You're walking around as Ben, who can then change into any number of aliens. And you unlock aliens, alien forms, or whatever, throughout the game. You start off with 2 of them, the swamp monster thing, and then the guy who can freeze people. He was pretty cool. Later I got the spider monkey, and then Jet Ray. I like Jet Ray. Jet Ray is happening.
He's really a plumber.
No. Your friend, though not exactly tactful, is right.
And for jaded, seasoned gamers, you can find a fun game in Ben 10 Alien Force. Even if it looks like it's really for kids, it is, but it's still a decent playable game. Not only do you play as Ben, who can transform into these aliens, but you also end up playing as his friend Kevin, and then his cousin, What's-Her-Face.
What a tangled web I weave.
As long as they're on those horses, these knights are fast and dangerous. But as soon as you take out the horse, they're pretty easy to deal with.
Time for a little monkey business.
I thought the Kevin thing was kind of weird in that, I don't watch the show, so I'm not sure what the deal is, but he would walk up to like these glowing piles of rocks or metal or wood, and then turn into those forms. And then he could throw rocks at bad guys. And the chick ends up getting a pink force field. Very feminine. You play the game using the Wii Nunchuck controller in the left hand with the thumbstick to move around, and you can disable motion control, or you can use motion control. I ended up disabling it. But you have several basic moves, kicking, punching. Each character is a little different, but as you play the game and collect more of those glowing orb things, you unlock combo moves.
Try this on for size.
So you can push A and then B and then down, and then your character would do a special move like spinning around and then freezing everybody. There's one where your swamp guy ends up going beneath the surface and then popping back up under people, and that's actually a pretty effective move. There's parts of the game where you don't just fight enemies, but you have to solve some puzzles. And use various characters to get across things. Some of them have wings, some can fly and crawl and scale the walls. If you have a Wii and you're not familiar with the show, if you're looking for something with some old school style, Ben 10 Alien Force is worth looking at. It is, at its heart, a side-scrolling, two-dimensional beat-em-up, with some additional bells and whistles like the whole transforming aliens. It's not a terribly expensive game, and the levels are long. It seems to be a very sizable game.
Oh, you're gonna have to be faster than that.
It should take you some time to go through it. Also, you can go back to levels that you've previously played with some of the other characters or aliens that you've unlocked. The relatively effective beat-em-up style of the game is enhanced with the combo moves. They're actually kind of neat, and different characters are much more adept at fighting in certain situations than others. While the graphics and the music are fairly generic, the controls work very well, even if at times the camera angles get a little confused due to the whole 3D environment thing. Ben 10 Alien Force should appeal to you if you're a fan of the TV show, for sure. If you have no idea what the show is, if you're looking for a side-scrolling beat-em-up with aliens, you may find what you're looking for here in Ben 10 Alien Force, which is way better than Ben 11 Alien Force. That game sucked.
Keep moving or you'll get zapped, and stay on your toes in close.